In this episode, I'm going to dig deeper into the process of extracting the parameters with the best edge from an optimization process. I'm going to use a statistical method called power analysis to help with that process. Welcome back. If you're an algo trader who regularly goes through the process of imagining, developing, and then optimizing new trading systems, then this video is for you. Now, you might have watched many videos on this subject, but in my opinion, almost all of them miss what I consider to be critical considerations. And so in this episode, I'm going to attempt to fill one of those gaps. In episode 1, we looked at just how difficult it is to identify the best parameters with a genuine edge from an optimization, even when all of the other parameters had no edge at all. I think you'll find the conclusions of this episode equally surprising, and hopefully you'll see how they have significance to how you need to approach the optimization process. Now, in that episode, we covered what I would consider more of a qualitative study. And the purpose of it was to illustrate just how difficult it can be to run an effective and meaningful optimization. And based on the feedback I've had, that certainly seemed to resonate with many of you. We started to get an indication of just how important sample size is to the optimization. And for us, this sample size is determined by the number of uncorrelated trades. In this episode, we're going to dig a lot deeper into this. We'll ascertain some hard, statistical, quantitative metrics to back up this hunch we have. Now, I had a comment from a trader following the first video who said, can't we just use an out-of-sample walk-forward process in order to resolve this problem that we have? And really, that's not the problem we're trying to tackle here, so let me clarify. Best practice does dictate that following an optimization of your parameter values, using your in-sample data, we then validate those parameters on data that the parameters have never seen before, the out-of-sample data. Okay, so there's nothing new there. But just for complete clarity, what I'm talking about in these first two episodes concerns the optimization process, and more specifically, the effective extraction from that optimization phase of parameter values that have this genuine edge that we're after. Sure, we then validate those using a number of methods, one of which will be a walk-forward phase, but that's not what we're talking about right now. We'll look at the walk-forward phase in a future episode. So, click on the link to view the next part of this episode, and we'll get into the detail of how statistical power analysis can inform us about how effective we're being at extracting those parameter values with the best edge.